This chart maps the total human population against a single event. The most recent World Cup drew roughly 5 billion viewers. In a single month, over half the people on Earth tuned in to watch the same 90-minute windows. During these matches, cultural and linguistic boundaries dissolve. People share a singular focus, packing stadiums like this one with over 83,000 people, while billions more synchronize their attention from thousands of miles away. The scale was once much smaller. In 1930, global travel was a massive barrier. Only 13 teams participated in Uruguay, as many European nations viewed the weeks-long sea voyage as a massive logistical impossibility. The evolution from those 13 teams to a 5 billion-person audience began with the chase for one specific mythical object. The original prize was the Jules Rimet Trophy, featuring a winged figure representing Nike, the Greek goddess of victory. It symbolized the tournament's global ambitions. Stolen just before the 1966 tournament, it was only recovered after a dog named Pickles discovered it wrapped in newspaper under a London hedge. The original was stolen again in 1983 and never seen again. Today's replacement is 18-karat solid gold, an object so restricted it can only be touched by tournament winners and heads of state. Beyond the value of the gold, the trophy's real gravity comes from the physical and mental endurance required to reach it. The tournament's pressure creates distinct archetypes of greatness, starting with the prodigy. In 1958, a 17-year-old Pelé redefined what was possible on a football pitch. By outplaying seasoned professionals to win the title, he proved that a few weeks on this stage can transform a teenager into a global legend. Then there is the flawed genius, a player who combines chaotic personality with undeniable brilliance. Diego Maradona defined this in 1986. Against England, he scored with a blatant, unpenalized handball, the hand of God, only to follow it minutes later with a solo run past 5 defenders to score the goal of the century. Later, players like Ronaldo Nazario maintained this standard of individual dominance, using explosive speed and technical power to overwhelm entire defensive lines on the world stage. These performances stick in the public consciousness because they show athletes achieving a level of individual mastery that seems nearly impossible under this kind of scrutiny. While individual brilliance captures headlines, the tournament structure also enables the rise of the collective underdog. In 2022, Morocco broke through a 90-year barrier where European and South American teams held a total monopoly. Their unified defensive discipline took them to the semifinals, proving the path to the gold is open to any nation that can sustain that level of coordination. There is also the narrative of the destiny. In 2022, Lionel Messi arrived with every other major trophy already in his cabinet, leaving the World Cup as the final missing piece of his career. He spent the tournament carrying the specific weight of a nation's expectation. Every match became a high-stakes closing chapter, forcing a veteran to find his peak form one last time. These storylines, the rise of a new nation and the final victory of a veteran, transform a bracket of matches into a permanent record of global culture. At its core, football remains a game of 22 players on a pitch. But for 90 minutes, those players absorb the collective hopes and anxieties of their entire home countries. That pressure is felt most intensely in the stands. A single goal or a missed penalty creates a massive shared emotional experience that lingers long after the final whistle. While statistics record the layers, the event's lasting legacy is the shared history and mutual respect it builds between nations every 4 years. It remains a permanent record of what human beings can achieve when the stakes are at their absolute highest. Everyone has a specific moment where they realized how much this tournament matters. Share yours in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.